Okay, for our prone rotator cuff exercises, we will do this on the table. I'll show you what we'll do if we do not have a table. But a lot of times we'll do this with just a single arm. So if you get off the table, a lot of times, Jared, if you'll show them that. So you get off the table, then we go through this position. So go wise with double arm. A lot of times you'll get a lot of hyperextension in the lower back. If you do have an athlete that's doing that, or if the guy's really, really tight and his spinal erector's there, we'll throw a couple of these towels under his waistline, and that kind of neutralizes the spine just a little bit and deactivates these lats that come down and attach way down here really low. So to eliminate that, we'll come back and we'll just get one arm off the table. And so Jared's going to go through his Y position, so come up and back down. So he's just trying to stay at that good 45-degree angle. Notice there's not a lot of movement up here in his upper trap. So if you can see his shoulders moving here, he's coming up, and the scapula is trying to rotate just a little bit as we go in this Y position. So if you're seeing an athlete that the scap is not moving too much, a lot of times as a coach, what I'll do is I'll get here and I'll say, relax your arm, just relax, relax, relax. And then I'll say, okay, hold it in that position as I leave you. And then a lot of times that'll allow them to feel that activation in the rotator cuff, or in the scap. So we're looking mid to low trap, little rhomboid, little scap action, as well as some serratus as we go through the movement with the scapula. Then we'll go to the T pattern. So again, same thing. We're looking for minimal movement of the upper trap, and we're seeing the the scap rotate back towards the spine as it stays tight to the rib cage. And it'll come back down, and we'll go through this for the designated amount of reps, or we'll do this for holds for a designated amount of time. And we'll go the low I's, so he'll come down here towards me, palm up, or palm towards the ground, and he'll come back down. So it's a very good position. What you'll see a lot of times is guys will come all the way up, especially if they're hypermobile. They'll get here, and then the shoulder will actually round forward. So we're not looking for that. Palm down, maybe even thumb slightly up in this position, and you'll see that the shoulder does not have any anterior tilt with the scap here. So he's not rolling over the shoulder here. It's coming down and then back up. Everything stays in a pretty good position, and he'll hit a wall. If he goes further up, then that's when you get the anterior tilt to the shoulder, and that's training a bad movement pattern that we do not want. Okay, so that's our Y, our T, and our low I position. For our prone row with external rotation, this is a very difficult exercise. Notice that the trap is not elevating and the elbow doesn't come towards the waistline. We have a complete 90-degree angle here in between the armpit and the side, 90-degree angle at the elbow. Good row, external rotation, slight little pinch to get extra activation, and back down. All right, for our external rotation exercise, we'll do this side lying. Typically, we'll do this on the table. We could also do this on the floor. So we'll start to make sure your scaps or your shoulders are set. They should be a straight line from your top shoulder all the way through your bottom. We'll try to maintain a little bit more of a neutral spine, double chin here with the head posture, and then we'll keep our elbow to the side. A lot of times what we'll do here, we'll put a towel under the arm. So we'll do this in 3 different positions. We'll start with a thumb up. He'll come up in the external rotation and then go back down. We don't want to go too far down here next to your belly, so about 90 degrees is fine. So we'll go all the way up and back down, and we'll show a different angle as we go through this movement, but we'll make sure that the shoulder is set here, and as he rotates up, the shoulder doesn't rotate all the way back. So we're imagining there's a wall behind us. As we go through that external rotation, everything stays set. So my coaching cue is try to get this bone, this humerus, to rotate inside the shoulder, and don't let anything else move. So we're thinking about small muscles, not big muscles here. We'll do that with our thumb up. We'll also go palm down. We'll go through the same motion. And we'll also do that in a thumb down position as we go up and down. Typically, we'll do 10 to 12 reps in each position. All right, so our next position is our prone internal rotation of our shoulder. We'll grab a foam roll, half foam roll, a towel, put it up under the bicep there. So what we're looking for here, again, is to not have any anterior tilt to the shoulder. So he's in a good position there. He's just relaxed and rested. And then all I want is for the hand to come back towards me as much as possible. Good. And then back to neutral. And then come up. A lot of times, guys will really feel this in range and not too much anywhere else. So we'll do this in range, and we'll do this in range for some time. We'll hold here, and then we'll come back, or we'll do this for a designated amount of reps. Again, a lot of times guys won't feel it till in range, so we'll train that in range a lot. So what this looks like if you're doing it wrong is come all the way up and then the shoulder rounds forward. Again, we're getting that anterior tilt of the scap that we do not want. We'll see the bottom part wing up, and then a little pinch in the AC joint and possibly any shoulder discomfort there. So maintain a light, loose upper trap. Arm stays at about 90 degrees from the side. Internal rotation. Hold, 2, 1, back down. For our shoulder work, if we do not have a table, if we're running out of benches, we'll do this on the ground in a quadruped position. So hands stacked directly up under the shoulders, knees stacked directly up under the hips, and we'll go into our Y position here, staying stable through that left arm, and we'll go up into the Y pattern and back down. And it's the exact same thing like we're doing on the table. We're getting minimal movement, not any hyperextension here through the lat activation. We're trying to maintain a neutral spine. You could call it double chin, whatever you want to call it. We just want this as straight as possible through here, so we know that we're a little bit more relaxed. Obviously, we can load this with weight. I want that to stay pretty light to start off with, and really for a long period of time. 2-3 pounds is probably great for the remainder of your career. So don't worry about going heavy weight. Stay light, do the reps right, make sure this shoulder blade's moving in the right position, and train good movement patterns rather than going too heavy and making some bad moves.